Hi guys, my name is David Bilivo. I'm the lead instructor at Paintable, and in this video, I'll be fixing your art into 3 steps and give you the tools needed at the same time to fix it on your own. Let's jump right in. Alright, step 1 is fixing the light scheme. When painting from a reference picture, it's important to understand the light scheme before we start the illustration. In this case, the background has been changed from white to purple, which isn't a big deal by itself, but by doing so, the background is now darker, and since the white background of this reference picture is also the main light source of this image, changing it back to a white background should help me to understand better the light scheme. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Now this image is also backlit and the face is actually in the shadow. Therefore, the eyes should be also in the shadow and a lot less shiny than they are right now. So I'm going to make sure that they are darker. And since the light source is at the back, we have a natural form shadow in the middle of the face that is formed that needs to appear darker at display. So I'm also going to place that. Last thing, I'll fix the highlights. With the light source at the back, it creates a natural rim light on both sides of the face that you can see right here. And for this, understanding the planes of the face will be a huge help. You can learn the planes of the face by looking at things like the Azzaro head or even the Andrew Loomis method. Alright, this is already looking much better. If you have a problem understanding that first step, I would suggest for you to revise lighting theory or light theory. It's one of those components that is super important in any painting, and if you need some help with it, I have a whole module about it in the DPA. There will be a link in the description. But for now, let's continue. Step number 2 is fixing the planes of the face. For step 2, we'll simplify the planes of the face. Now, I didn't have too much here to do because the portrait was already pretty well done. Yay! What I'm focusing on here are the planes where the light will hit and the value attributed to it. Basically, I want to make sure that we are seeing the brighter value that are attributed to those planes on the side of the face. Having a basic understanding of the Azzaro head and even the Loomis method head will really go a long way when painting any kind of portraits. Alright, step 3, the last step will be to fix the different colors and hues. Now, skin tones in general have a lot of different hues, and it's very important to have those to make sure that your skin look alive. Having the different hues of yellow, saturated orange, red, even sometimes pink and purple will all be there on a skin tone, usually depending on the local color of the skin tone and obviously the light scheme. Lighting being super important in everything you do. We also have that super cool effect called subsurface scattering that describes the light rays penetrating the skin, resulting into making it glow from the inside. This will happen usually in between light and shadow on the skin or when the light source is at the back of your subject. Like thin parts of the skin, like the ears for example, when you put a light source behind them and they become orange glow, that's subsurface scattering. And we have a little bit of this effect over the hand, over the ears, and even over the face here in between the light and shadow. So adding those is super important. And that's it. After that, I spent a few minutes just rendering it, but really the big of the work was done with those 3 fixes: fixing the light scheme, fixing with the planes of the face, and fixing the hue and saturation. And here we have it, the before and after. So I hope you like this transformation and that you learned a thing or two. Let me know in the comment, when was the last time you did a portrait and what was the hardest thing you had to do for it? Was that the anatomy, the light scheme, the perspective, the hair? Let me know, I'm curious to know. And if you would like for me to use your art for the next video, well, I'll put all the details in the description of this video. Go check it out. I'll be picking one piece of art at random for everybody that wants to participate. And if you like this video and you want to see more of these, well, there's another one right here. Well, I'm assuming it's not right here because there's nothing here. But I'm going to place the video right here. You can click on it and I'll see you in there. Happy painting, guys. Fix your